Topic: JavaScript in the browser. Author: Manoj Kumar Chauhan. Date: July 2, 2025. Introduction to JavaScript in the browser. What is the DOM? Why the DOM matters. Selecting elements using querySelector. Changing text content. Styling elements with JavaScript. Using classes to control styles. Responding to user events. Common event types. Introduction to JavaScript in the browser. Understanding the role of JavaScript in web development. Overview of the JavaScript execution environment within browsers. Key features of JavaScript that enhance interactivity on web pages. Importance of JavaScript in modern web applications and frameworks. Best practices for writing efficient and maintainable JavaScript code. JavaScript combined with the browser enables interactivity. It breathes life into web pages by making them dynamic and engaging. JavaScript interacts with the browser for real-time changes in content, styles, and user actions. The focus of this section is to understand how JavaScript operates within the browser to enhance user experiences. The DOM, Document Object Model, is an essential interface that browsers implement. It represents the structure of documents, allowing programming languages to interact with HTML and XML documents. The DOM provides a structured representation of the document as a tree of objects, enabling dynamic updates and manipulation of the content, structure, and styles. Understanding the DOM is crucial for web development, as it forms the foundation for manipulating web pages using JavaScript. The DOM, Document Object Model, is a tree-like structure that represents elements of a web page. It acts as a live model of HTML, allowing JavaScript to access and manipulate the structure dynamically. Understanding the Document Object Model, DOM, is crucial for web development. DOM provides a structured representation of the document, allowing developers to manipulate it programmatically. Effective use of the DOM enhances user interactivity and overall website performance. Mastering DOM manipulation techniques can lead to more dynamic and responsive web applications. DOM stands for Dynamic Control. JavaScript utilizes the DOM to read or change text, modify styles dynamically, respond to user events. This capability enables websites to be more than just static documents. Topic: Selecting elements. Importance of understanding how to select elements effectively in various contexts. Application: This skill is crucial for improving user interaction and enhancing design efficiency. Methodologies: Different techniques can be employed for selecting elements, each with its own advantages. Selecting elements in the DOM is essential before making any changes. JavaScript provides multiple methods to find elements, including getElementById, getElementsByClassName, querySelector, the most flexible. Example: const title equals document.getElementById, main title. The focus is on using querySelector effectively. querySelector allows for selecting DOM elements using CSS selectors. It returns the first matching element within the document. Useful for manipulating and accessing elements dynamically. Enhance web interactivity by leveraging this method in JavaScript. Flexible selections can be achieved using querySelector in JavaScript. Elements can be selected using different syntax: #id selects by id. Class selects by class. Tag name selects by tag name. Supports querySelector all for selecting multiple elements. Example code: const element_by_id equals document.querySelector, #main title, const elements by class equals document.querySelector all.myClass. The presentation focuses on the topic of changing text content. There is a visual representation indicating a statistic with a value of 70%. The context of the text content suggests ongoing changes or updates relevant to the audience's interests or work environment. Effectively managing and updating text content is crucial for engaging communication. Elements can be updated instantly once selected. Use .textContent or .innerHTML methods to modify displayed content on the screen. Example: to change a heading, use title.textContent equals new title. JavaScript can be used to style HTML elements dynamically. Understanding the Document Object Model, DOM, is crucial for manipulating elements. Utilize methods like getElementById and querySelector to select elements. You can change styles by modifying the style property of selected elements. JavaScript allows for interactive and responsive design, enhancing user experience. Changing CSS with JavaScript allows for dynamic visual adjustments. Use the .style property to directly modify an element's appearance. Key modifications include changing colors, fonts, and sizes. Adding visual feedback or theming enhances user experience. Example code: title.style.color equals blue, title.style.fontsize equals 24px. The presentation focuses on using classes to control styles in design. Classes provide a way to manage consistent styling across different elements. They can be applied to HTML elements to achieve a desired visual outcome. Understanding class selectors is key for effective styling and layout. Proper use of classes helps streamline the design process and enhances maintainability. Toggling styles can be effectively managed using CSS class manipulations. Utilize .ClassList.add or .remove methods for applying or removing styles. This method is considered the cleanest for controlling complex designs. Example: to add a class, use title.ClassList.add highlight. User events are crucial for interactive applications. Effective response to user inputs enhances user experience. The design should include various methods to capture diverse user actions. Important to ensure accessibility and usability across different platforms. Continuous testing and feedback are essential for improvement. The presentation focuses on making a web page interactive using JavaScript. JavaScript can listen for user actions such as button clicks, keyboard input, and mouse movement. The .addEventListener method is used to respond to these events effectively. An example of a click event that triggers an alert is provided for clarity. Common event types are essential for understanding the landscape of event management. Familiarity with various event types aids in effective planning and execution. Recognizing the attributes of different events helps tailor approaches for better outcomes. Categories of event types to consider include corporate events, social gatherings, and public events. Each event type may require distinct strategies and resource allocations. Useful events in everyday web applications are essential for interaction. Common events include click, when a user clicks key down, when a key is pressed submit, when a form is submitted. These events enable developers to create dynamic, responsive web applications.